Hey guys, Mika here, and I'm bringing you a fantastic tenor-sized model ukulele from Pepe Romero himself. This is a part of his Series 5 models of custom ukuleles, and pretty much Series 5 models is the highest of the highest, cream of the crop ukuleles that you can get from Pepe Romero Ukuleles. Or if you went directly to Pepe Romero yourself, this is pretty much what you would get. It's a Series 5 instrument. So we have the cream of the crop right here. Just a little background about Pepe Romero ukuleles. Pepe Romero is actually one of the most respected, well-respected classical guitar players in the world, as well as one of the most respected luthiers in the classical guitar world. He makes fantastic instruments, and if you are in the classical guitar world, it's almost impossible not to have heard of his name for his playing and his building of his instruments. They're master grade instruments. And what he did is he went ahead and took all of his classical guitar knowledge and went ahead and tried to make somewhat like a classical kind of sounding ukulele. This is what you end up with. So some of the features with classical music, or let's say classical guitar playing, is that there's not a lot of strumming in classical playing. It's more a lot of finger style picking, a lot of articulation, a lot of picking, a lot of big sound, articulate sound, clarity, nice range of dynamics in the sounds that you're going to get. So keeping all of that in mind, he went ahead and transferred all of that knowledge into building his instruments. So his instruments are just like his classical guitar instruments. They're very light, they're very airy. It has a very, very powerful, big sound. I mean, you just strum a C chord and this thing just punches through literally anything that you have in front of you. So with that, now you kind of combine that with, let's say, fingerstyle picking. You get some of the cleanest articulation that you can find on any ukulele out there with the Pepe Romero ukuleles. So for someone like me who has a classical training background and I like to kind of play things from a classical approach, this ukulele is for someone like me, basically, or any of you that are classical guitarists or classical musicians and you're trying to get your feet wet and playing ukulele. Well, Pepe Romero's are the way to go. Whether you want to go all the way towards the top, get the Stradivarius of his models, or you can go ahead and get his more affordable models. Pepe Romero ukuleles are those go-to ukuleles for any of you classical musicians or any musicians that's looking for a really clean sound with all kinds of dynamics in the sound, the articulation, the clarity, and the sound of his instruments, the warmth of the sounds of the instruments. If you just want an A plus star rating instrument, Pepe Romero's is the way to go. So with this specific instrument, we have spalted, like premium, again, cream of the crop premium spalted mango here on the top. This is probably some of the nicest spalted mango I've ever seen on an ukulele, with just so much going on. I love the deep texture, the deep richness in color. It's almost kind of 3D because there's some curls here in the spalted mango, which is kind of rare to see on a really good quality cut of wood for the face. So very, very beautiful on the front, outlined very nicely with the abalone shell inlay around the body, around the rosette. Nice ebony binding to really it makes the spalted mango pop up a lot. So ebony binding here on the sides and back, and then we have more spalted mango on the sides and even on the back of the instrument. So this instrument is very beautiful. We have East Indian rosewood or rosewood here on the bridge, here on the fretboard, and even here on the headstock. And then we have Goto UPT tuners here on the back, not the round models, but the slightly wider tuners here on the back. And what I really like about Pepe Romero's instruments too is that they're not made to be blingy. Pretty much his instruments are made to just sound the best. So it's very nice and very classy. It's not too busy. Like some of the best classical guitars in the world aren't the most attractive looking guitars, but once you hear someone play it and they play like a C chord or a G chord, you're just like, it blows you away. So that's kind of like what this instrument is. It has the bling that it needs, but it's not busy, it's not distracting, it's exactly where it needs to be. But then when you play it, it's hard not to be blown away with the sound. So Here is a song that I like to use for a lot of sound samples. This is my version of a famous Hawaiian song here in the islands. It's called Wahine Ilikea, and it's kind of like my classical take on it. I like to try to be articulate with all of the melody notes and how I arranged this song. So this ukulele will do a really fantastic job of bringing out all of these little subtle tendencies that I put into my arrangement. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. And here's what this ukulele would sound like with a little bit of strumming.